Hello and welcome to the John Casadia Pool here at Vineland High School North. My name is Carly O'Donoghue and I'll be announcing tonight's meet, which is the Vineland High School Girls Swim Team versus Clearview Regional Girls Swim Team. The Vineland girls are currently 4-1. I would like to give a special thanks to our crew tonight of Mark McGill, Skylar LeBruno, Kayla Spire, Doug Diola, Ryan Steinbron, and Gia Missouri, who is the school district's public information officer. Tonight's meet is just the VHS girls, where usually it is girls and boys, so it will be a much faster meet. Our first event tonight is the 200 medley relay. Swimming for Vineland in lane 3 is Amanda Houlihan, Jermaine Smart, Jenna Carastro, Julia Albertson, and in lane 5, Megan Murray, Faviana Cohen, Andy Choco, and Carly Farrell. Each swimmer swims 50 meters, which is 2 lengths of the pool. The first swimmer is backstroke, the next swimmer is breaststroke, then butterfly, and the anchor leg is freestyle. So again, swimming right now, in the middle of the pool in lane 3 is Amanda Houlihan, and in lane 5 is Megan Murray. Looks like Clearview's out to about a body length lead in the backstroke leg of the relay. Diving in for Vineland in lane 3 is Jermaine Smart, and in lane 5, Faviana Cohen. And this is the breaststroke leg. So Smart has secured the second place and is about 2 body lengths behind Clearview Regional swimmer in lane 4. Diving in for Vineland in lane 3 is Jenna Carastro, and in lane 5 is Andy Choco. So it looks like Carastro is made up a little over a body length lead behind going into the last leg of the relay, which is freestyle, and diving in for Vineland in lane 3 is Julia Albertson. Nice turn by Albertson. I think she just needed a little bit more. So it looks like Clearview Regional will finish first, followed by Vineland in second, and Clearview will take third. In relay events in high school swimming, first, second, and third scores points. Our next event tonight is the 200 freestyle. Swimming for Vineland in lane 3 is Giovanna Lupi. In lane 5, Gianna Levenzoni. And in lane 1, Avin Guilford. The 200 free is 8 laps. It's considered a middle distance event. And the record for this event is held by Sabrina Warren in 2005 with a time of 2:08:43. So again, for Vineland in lane 3 is Giovanna Lupi, lane 5, Gianna Levenzoni, and in lane 1, Evan Guilford. The 200 is considered a middle distance controlled sprint. As you can see behind the blocks, preparing for the next event, we have Jenna Crastro and Andy Choco, who just came off the medley relay. They're used to having the boys' events in between, so this meet will move a lot faster for them. They have a lot less rest time in between their events. But it's also good because it will prepare them for state playoffs. And before Vineland Swimming joined the Cape Atlantic League, this is how all the meets were. They were, the boys and the girls were separate. So great first 100 for Lupi. She was around a 106, and she has about a body length lead in front of the Clearview regional swimmer in lane 4. And Levenzoni in lane 5 is in 4th place. So Lupi turned in to her final 2 lengths of the pool for the 200. She has a nice lead over the rest of the swimmers going into her final turn here. And the Vineland swimmers are coming off a big win against Egg Harbor Township last week. They won that meet by 10 points. That was a good one. So Giovanna Lupi will finish first with a time of 2:20.46. Clearview second, third. Levenzoni in 4th. Then we have Clearview in 5th. As we watch Evan Guilford go into her last turn here, we see Coach Mike Schneider encouraging her to finish strong. And great finish by Guilford in lane 1. After each individual event, it looks like the officials tonight are giving them a cool-down lap, which they usually do, especially in meets when it's just the girls swimming. So again, we have Giovanna Lupi in 1st and Gianna Levenzoni in 4th place. Our next event is the 200 IM. Swimming for Vineland in lane 3 is Jenna Crastro, and in lane 5 is Andy Choco. Both of them just came off the 200 medley relay. The 200 IM is all the strokes, starting with butterfly, 2 lengths butterfly, 2 lengths backstroke, 2 lengths breaststroke, and 2 lengths freestyle. This record is held by Jenna's sister, Lauren Crastro, in 2011 with a time of 2:24.17. Looks like the officials might be giving them a little extra time in between each event since, like I said, they're used to having the boys' events. Great start by Castro in lane 3. And looks like she's off to an early lead. Castro is turning in to the backstroke of the IM with about a body length and a half lead over Clearview Regional. And we have Andy Choco right there for 4th place in lane 5. She's about a half a body length behind the Clearview swimmer in lane 6. Jenna will be turning into breaststroke. And she's extended her lead to about 2.5 body lengths, maybe 3. Castro will turn into her final 50 of the 200 IM, which is freestyle. See Coach Schneider encouraging her to really get a fast turn for her freestyle, and she's finishing strong here. So it looks like Castro will come in 1st place. Great finish with a time of 2:31.35. And then Clearview Regional in lane 4 and lane 2 come in 2nd and 3rd. As we watch Andy Choco in lane 5 finish up. Her final lap of freestyle. So in individual events, even if you get 1st, the other team gets 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. They outscore you by a point. So it looks like Clearview has outscored us in this event by going 2-3-4. But great finish by Andy Choco with a time of 3:19.13. Girls get their cool down lap. Our next event tonight is the fastest event of the night, the 50 freestyle, which is 2 lengths of the pool. Swimming for Vineland in lane 3 is Jermaine Smart. In lane 5 is Julia Albertson. And in lane 1 is Devin Fisher. This is an all-out sprint freestyle. The Vineland girls are coming off their winter practice, all winter break. Other than Christmas and New Year's Day, they're in here putting in the meters and training. And then they had a big meet last week, as I said, against Egg Harbor. And 3 days a week, they're coming in the morning for 5 a.m. practice, along with practicing at night. So you can't imagine how tired these girls are. They're probably ready for their taper. but they're still swimming good times. In 2 weeks, they'll be traveling up to the Long Island Invitational. It's a team tradition from as far back as I can remember. The boys and girls team travel up there. They stay overnight. All right, so again for Vineland, in lane 3, Jermaine Smart, lane 5, Julia Albertson, and lane 1, Devin Fisher. We'll need a great turn here from Smart. Nice turn. Looks like Clearview first and second, Smart in third, Julia Albertson fourth, and Devin Fisher in fifth. All right, so we will be back after a short break with the 100 butterfly. All right, welcome back to the Vineland High School girls swim meet against Clearview Regional High School. After the first half of the meet, Clearview Regional is leading over Vineland. I'm waiting for the official score. But going into the second half of the meet, we have the 100 butterfly. Swimming for Vineland in lane 3 is Jenna Castro, and in lane 5, Andy Choco. The 100 butterfly is 4 lengths of the pool. And both these swimmers swam the 200 IM, where Castro came in first and Choco came in fifth. And so we have Jenna Castro in lane 3, Andy Choco in lane 5. Crasher's first one off the block and first one to the wall. Great turn. She has about a body length lead. And she's extended that lead to about 2 body lengths going into the final lap of the race. And the record in this event is held by Lisa Iori, which was set in 1980 with a time of 1:02.80. Castro will finish in first with a time of 1:10.39. Clearview Regional is second, third, and fourth. And we see Andy Choco with a strong finish in lane 5 for 5th place. So Vineland gets first and 5th there. Second, third, and fourth, Clearview did score more points than us in that event because they got that second, third, and fourth. But great swims by Jenna Castro and Andy Choco. The next event is the 100 freestyle. In lane 3 for Vineland is Giovanna Lupi, lane 5, Julia Albertson, and in lane 1, Devin Fisher. This is 4 lengths of the pool, and it is a sprint event. So we'll see what Vineland can do here in the 100 freestyle. So again, for Vineland in lane 3 is Giovanna Lupi, lane 5, Julia Albertson, and in lane 1, Devin Fisher. 4 lengths of the pool. Looks like Giovanna Lupi's in first after the first flip turn. Albertson is fighting for third, and Fisher is fighting for fifth. This would be huge for Vineland if we could go 1, 3, 5 here. So the last turn, Lupi is in first. Albertson and Fisher in fourth and fifth. Lupi will finish first with a time of 1:04.24. Clearview second and third. Albertson fourth with a time of 1:09.71. And Fisher in fifth with a time of 1:10.51. So we outscored Clearview in the 100 free. And as I said earlier tonight, after each event, swimmers get a lap cool down, which not only makes a difference for them, but for the other swimmers that are behind the block, having this fast-paced meet that they're not used to, this really gives them an opportunity to focus on their next race, get themselves together, catch their breath. So great swims there by Giovanna Lupi, Julia Albertson, and Devin Fisher. Our next event tonight is our longest event, individual event. It is the 400 freestyle, which is 16 lengths of the pool. And the swimmers do get a lap counter for this event to help them keep track of where they are. So swimming for Vineland in lane 3 is Gianna Levenzoni, and in lane 5, Amanda Houlihan. And again, this is 16 lengths of the pool. So after the first 50, it looks like Levenzoni and Houlihan are right there with Clearview's top swimmer. So hopefully we'll have a race in this event tonight. But we still have a long ways to go, so we'll see. And as you can see on the side of the pool deck, we have the girls' coaches, head coach Michael Schneider, assistant coach Megan Carlin. Both swam for Vineland. We also have a lot of alumni in our stands tonight. From what I can see, I see sister of Jenna Crastro, Lauren Crastro, Lisa Curley, who graduated 2 years ago. It's always nice to see alumni either home from college or just out enjoying the meet. So after the first 150, Levenzoni is ahead by about a quarter body length, and Houlihan is in second. Great turn by Houlihan. Levenzoni is really starting to turn it on. So you can see, Coach Schneider's telling the counters to really pump the numbers up and down, get the girls pumped up, let them know that it's a close race. I mean, I'm sure they can see it under the water. So that's a halfway mark there for Levinzoni and Houlihan. And great turns by Houlihan. Every turn, she gets right back up with Clearview. Coach Schneider's encouraging the girls to start picking up their kick. Levinzoni's extended her lead to over a body length, and Houlihan is about a half a body length behind, currently in third place. Levinzoni's really starting to turn over her stroke count, which means her arms are starting to move faster. She's starting to kick harder. And it looks like Amanda Houlihan is starting to turn it up too. She's starting to move her arms faster, putting her legs into it. Levinzoni is turning into the final 75. And the official's blowing the horn, which means it's the last 50, the last 2 lengths for Levinzoni. Clearview swimmer in lane 4 is also really starting to turn it on. But I think she just has too much to make up on Levinzoni. Great race strategy there by Levinzoni. She held it together the first half of the race, and then she really picked up her stroke count. And she's going to finish with a great time of 5:03.62. Clearview in second, and a good time for Houlihan, who will finish in third, 5:16.61. So Vineland gets first and third. And the record in this event is held by Amory Roberti in 2011 with a time of 4:34.19. Clearview swimmer in lane 2 finishes 4th. And we watch the Clearview swimmer in lane 6 finish strong. So great 1-3 finish for Levinzoni and Houlihan as the girls finish up their cool down lap. We see Levinzoni and Houlihan get right out of the pool, walking around to swim the next event. I used to have to do this when I swam here at Vineland. I would swim the 500. Back then it was the 500, and then get right out Since we didn't swim with the boys, you have to get right out, get around, and get ready for the relay. But that's why, they're here every day over Christmas break, and they're training in the morning to prepare themselves for this. And the next event is the relay, so it's the fastest relay of the night. So Houlihan and Levinzoni will have to switch over now and change their brain to the sprinter's mind. It is the 200 free relay. Each swimmer swims a 50, which is 2 lengths of the pool. And in lane 3, diving in for Vineland is Jermaine Smart, and in lane 5, diving in for Vineland is Devin Fisher. Looks like Smart is off to about a half a body length lead. Great turn by Smart. Diving in for Vineland in lane 3 is Julia Albertson. Great turn by Albertson. Has about a half a body length lead over Clearview. And swimming for Vineland in lane 5 is Fabiana Cullen. Diving in for Vineland in lane 3 is Gianna Levinzoni, who just got off the 400 free. Let's see if she can hold on to this lead for Vineland. And diving in for Vineland in lane 5 is Carly Farrell. Watching Levinzoni sprint, you never know that she just swam that 400. All right, and the final leg for Vineland in lane 3 is Giovanna Lupi. It looks like they dove in at the same time. So Lupi's going to have a race here. See who can have the better turn. Looks like Lupi has the better turn. She looks from here like she's inches ahead of Clearview. It's going to be all about the finish, and Vineland gets first. That's a huge win for Vineland with a time of 2:01.66. Finishing up for Vineland in lane 5 is Amanda Houlihan. So Vineland finishes first with a time of 2:01.66. Clearview in second with a time of 2:01.94. Clearview gets third with a time of 2:11.28. And then lane 5 for Vineland with a time of 2:15.09. Again, first, second, and third score for relays. And individuals, it's first through fifth that score points. So great finish there in lane 3 by Giovanna Lupi. It came right down to the finish. And it looked like she just wanted it a little more than Clearview. So nice swims there across the board for Vineland. Our next event tonight is the 100 backstroke. Swimming for Vineland in lane 3 is Megan Muri. In lane 5, Ezrella Chiniz Rico. And in lane 1, Jordan Sobolski. This is 4 lengths of the pool, all backstroke. Swimmers start from in the water. Alright, so again for Vineland, we have Megan Muri, Ezrella Chiniz Rico, and Jordan Sobolski, lane 3, 5, and 1. So after the first 25, it looks like Clearview is in first and second. See how it looks at the halfway point here. So they do have first, second, and third. But Muri is right there for third. So going into the final lap of the 100 backstroke, she's about a half a body length behind for third place. Clearview will finish first, second, and third. Muri gets fourth place with a time of 1:24.85. We have Azrella Chinizrico finishing up in lane 5 with a time of 1:41.22. And we have Jordan Sobolski finishing strong in lane 1. With a time of 1:56.16. Our last individual event of the night is the 100 breaststroke. For Vineland in lane 3 is Jermaine Smart, lane 5 Carly Farrell, and in lane 1 Faviana Cohen. This is 4 lengths of the pool, all breaststroke. And again, I'd like to thank our crew tonight of Mark McGill, Skylar LeBruno, Kayla Spire, Doug Diola, Ryan Steinbrunn, and our executive producer, Gia Missouri, who is the school district's public information announcer. Right, so again for Vineland in lane 3, Jermaine Smart, lane 5, Carly Farrell, and in lane 1, Faviana Cohen. Good start for Smart. So after the first 25, looks like Clearview touches the wall first and second, but Smart is right there with them in third. Going into the second half of the race. We have Clearview in first and second, Smart in third, and we have Farrell and Cohen, and the third Clearview swimmer, all right there for fourth place. So Clearview is finishing up in first and second. And again, the race right now is for fourth between Clearview, Farrell in lane 5, and Cohen in lane 1 as Smart finishes in third. And it looks like Faviana Cohen will get fourth, Clearview in fifth, and Farrell in sixth. So Smart's time in third place was 1:29.07. Faviana Cohen in lane 1 got 4th place, 137.45, and Farrell in lane 5 with a time of 137.73. And that record is held by Rachel Bernhardt in 2013 with a time of 1:12:38. Rachel, who is currently swimming at Drexel University, she made the Olympic trials this past summer. So she's really having a great college career. We're very proud of her here at Vineland. So it looks like they're going to take a short break before the last event tonight, which is the 400 freestyle relay. It looks like both coaches are kind of prepping their team for the final event. You know, I see Coach Mike talking to the girls about PowerPoints. PowerPoints go with their times. So each individual event, each swimmer, their time gets counted, and the top 2 relays in the 3 relay events, their times get counted and they get converted to PowerPoints. So they use PowerPoints to determine the seeds for the playoffs for the state tournament. So your time will equal PowerPoints, and whichever team has the most PowerPoints obviously will be seeded first. So you can PowerPoint 3 meets, and then they take your average. So it's, you know, really important that you get those, the time, even if it's not a close race, because you want the most PowerPoints you can get for your team. So our final event tonight, it looks like they're not going to start right away. They're going to give the girls a little bit of a break, but it is the 400 freestyle relay. Vineland has 2 relays tonight. Lane 3 will be Jenna Carastro, Gianna Levenzoni, Devin Fisher, and Giovanna Lupi. And then in lane 5 for Vineland is Amanda Houlihan, Megan Murray, Carly Farrell, and Faviana Cullen. And again, Farrell and Cohen just came off the 100 breaststroke. But this will really prepare the girls for that state tournament that I was just talking about, as opposed to regular season meets. As an exception to this one, they won't have the boys to kind of break up the meet for them. So it looks like the girls are starting to line up for the final event tonight. And they just put the score up on the scoreboard. Looks like Clearview has 90 and Vineland 66, according to the scoreboard. So at this point, even if Vineland got first and second, if that score is the official score, they could not win this meet. So it looks like they are swinging for those power points. Each swimmer in the 400 free relay will swim 100 meters. That's 4 lengths of the pool each. Okay, here we go. 400 freestyle relay. Lane 3, Jenna Carastro, Lane 5, Amanda Houlihan. Great start by Castro. And the record in this event is from 2006. Victoria Bonifield, Stevie Anderson, Sabrina Warren, and Tiffany Malatesta with a time of 2:01. It's either 09 or 89. It's hard to see from here. So Castro is out to a body length lead ahead of Clearview as she goes into the final turn of her 100. And Amanda Houlihan in lane 5 is also finishing strong for those power points in lane 5. So diving in for Vineland in lane 3 is Gianna Levenzoni, second leg of the relay. And in lane 5, Megan Muri. So Levenzoni has extended the lead as she turns into her second 50 of her 100. On the blocks for Vineland in lane 3 is Devin Fisher. Who has a nice lead thanks to Castro and Levenzoni. And stepping on the block for Vineland in lane 5 is Carly Farrell. So even without having the swimmer right next to him racing, so far all three swimmers in lane 3 and in lane 5 have really kept the momentum going, swimming fast for those power points, which is so important. Actually looks like Clearview has made up a little bit on Vineland. They're a third swimmer. But stepping on the block for us is Giovanna Lupi, who had the incredible finish in the 200 freestyle relay. So let's see if she can hold on to this one. And diving in for Vineland in lane 5 is Fabiana Cohen. As Lupi turns into the last 2 laps for tonight's meet. Great turn, great underwater kick as she finishes up the 400 freestyle relay. Looks like the Vineland girls will get first place. With a time of 4:24.93. As Clearview finishes in second with a time of 4:32.71. As you can see, Coach Schneider encouraging freshman Fabiana Cohen, who might not understand PowerPoints yet, but once the state playoffs come around, I think, I remember being a freshman and not really understanding the whole PowerPoint thing. But even without a race, she's still finishing really strong. And she's been a great asset as a freshman in this team, helping with the depth of the team and the breaststroke and the relays. So she's been a great addition. So as lane 5 finishes in 4th with a time of 5:10.27. So that will conclude the meet tonight. It looks like Vineland did place 1st and 4th there. Again, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd scores points. I'll wait to hear the official score, if they'll announce it or if they'll post it. I want to thank again our crew tonight of Mark McGill, Skylar LeBruno, Kayla Spire, Doug Diola, Ryan Steinbrunn, and our executive producer of VPS TV, Gia Missouri, who is the school district's public information officer. Next week, the girls will have their home meet on January 17th here at John Casadia Pool against Ocean City High School. This will also be senior night, so come on out and support the Vineland High School girls swim team. We will be broadcasting that meet as well. So we're just waiting for an official score here. And again, great swims across the board. I know Coach Mike is really pleased with the times tonight. Hopefully they can get a good PowerPoint meet in, get them a good seed for the playoffs. So we just wait for this official score. And again, great job tonight by Coach Mike Schneider and Megan Carlin. Looks like they're finishing up the scores. All right, I'm not sure what the holdup is here. According to this scoreboard, Clearview has beaten Vineland in this meet. I will update you on the score. We will be broadcasting next week at the Ocean City meet, so hopefully they'll have the score by then. But it does, according to the scoreboard, look like that Clearview has beaten Vineland tonight, but great swims across the board for both teams. Again, I'm Carly O'Donoghue, and thank you for tuning in tonight.